Hello and welcome to another video here at the Anfield Road. Today we're going to be going through the entire Liverpool squad and we're going to be choosing keep, sell or loan. So we'll start off with Alisson Becker, arguably player of the year, no doubt, absolute keep. Now we're going to go to Kelleher. Now it's rumoured that he might want to leave himself, but if it was up to me, I'd keep him. So I'm going to put him there because I think he's one of the best backup goalkeepers in world football. But yeah, apparently he wants to leave, so we'll put him in keep for now. Adrian, not really useful, but he's a third choice keeper, so we'll keep him, I guess. Arthur, obviously on loan anyway, so I'm just going to put him in a sell because there's no need to extend his loan. Now Firmino, obviously announced he will go at the end of the year, so we could put him in sell, but obviously I would keep him if it was up to me. But obviously he'd go down here anyway because he will be leaving. Now Carvalho, obviously I would start. Well, I would keep at least in the squad, but Klopp doesn't want to seem to use him, so we'll put him in loan for now. Jones is the same. I would have sold him, but recently he showed he can step up, so I'm going to put him in loan, see if he can get some maybe football in the Championship or lower down the league. Maybe he can get some more experience. Diaz, just come back from injury. No question, keep. Elliot, it's hard with Elliot because you could go loan, but I think he's useful enough to be, part of the squad and help us, so I put him up there. Fabinho, I think he hasn't had a good season this year, and I think you could, argue maybe we could sell him on and get someone better, another defensive midfielder, but I think ultimately he's, he can be class, usually. So I think we'll keep him and give him another chance. Gakpo, new signing, obviously, rejuvenated our attack this year. Henderson, he's our captain. I don't think he's good enough to be starting games anymore all the time. But I think obviously he's good around the squad and he's definitely a good bench option. Joe Gomez, now for me, I'm not a massive fan of Joe Gomez. I think he plays centre-back and obviously he plays right-back. I'd rather get someone who a specialist in each position, someone who can play centre-back properly, a starter, and then someone who can play right-back properly as either a backup to Trent or instead of Trent if he's moving to midfield. So I'm going to go ahead and sell Joe Gomez. Jota, again, when he's fit, one of our best players, so he's going to keep. Same with Konate. Obviously, I think he's probably the best partner with Van Dijk. Obviously, because of his age, he'll be, starting for years to come, so he's definitely a keep. Next, we have Joel Matip. Obviously, fallen off a bit this year. Struggles with injuries at times, but I still think, I think if we sold him, if we replaced him, I'd be okay with that, but I also think he's still got something to offer, even if it's a third or fourth choice centre-back. So we put Matip in keep. Milner, at the time of recording this, he is rumoured to be leaving to Brighton. It's all but confirmed, really, as his contract runs out. I would have sold him anyway, or gave him a role as a coach at the team. But yeah, I think that's the right decision, so I put him in sell. Salah, there has been a few calls for him to be sold, but this season, even on a not very good season, he's still, up there with the best in the league and the best in the world. His stats are pretty much equal to Rashford and Saka's, so yeah, he's definitely keep. Naby Keita, quality player on his day, very injury prone, contract's up at the end of the year, I could decide to sell him. Nat Phillips, bit of a cult hero. Obviously, we know what he did in the season with our centre-back crisis, but again, I think we can do much, much better. And he's, he's not as young as other people in this list, so I'd put him in sell. Nunez, Darwizzy, gonna keep. Obviously, new signing, amazing player. Well, he has the potential to be an amazing player, so yeah. Ox, similar to Naby Keita. Obviously, he's been here for a while now. Not the youngest, injury prone. On his day, he's okay, but yeah, so. Calvin Ramsey, obviously, this is the right back we bought from Aberdeen, I believe, who hasn't really had the game time. I think he struggled with injuries, but I give him a loan because I think he can potentially offer something in the future. Robertson, no doubt, keep. Reece Williams, sort of similar to Phillips. Obviously, he helped us in that season. We had the centre back issues, but he is younger than Nat Phillips, so potentially I think we can loan him out, and potentially can offer some in the future, or we could sell him at a later date. Thiago, I know he's had he's sort of rubbed fans the wrong way recently. People are saying he's a bit inconsistent, bit injured, but I still think on his day he's our best midfielder, so I'm going to keep him. Trent, again, whether it's as a right back or whether it's moved into a new midfield position, I think he's an amazing player and he's definitely one to keep. Tsimikas, I think he's everything you could ask for really in a backup left back. I think he's what we need for Trent potentially. But yeah, I think he's everything you want in a backup. You look at backups around the league. United have Shaw and Malacia. Chelsea have Cucurella and Chilwell. You look at that, I think he's everything you want in a backup left back really. So yeah, I keep. Van Dijk, again, had some criticisms this year, but I think ultimately he's world class still. And yeah, I keep him. Now this last one, the head's chopped off a bit, but that is Stefan Bajcetic, who obviously is amazing for us. He is a young player. He can grow into probably better than Fabinho. Assuming we recruit right, he won't have as big a role next year probably, but I'd still keep him in and around because I think, start him in the occasional league game, start him in cup matches, and I think he will develop amazingly. Right, so that is what I would do with the Liverpool squad in regards to keep, loan, and sell. Get in the comments of any players I might have missed or your suggestions on what you would do with the squad. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. See you later.